evening. We bring you the latest in the world of sports. I'm Boom Gonzalez.
We give you the conversations you want to hear from your favorite icons and athletes. I'm Diego Dario. Tonight, we check in with our national billiards team and the newest NBA store in the Philippines. But before that, we've got the NBA playoffs.
So buckle up, sports fans. Let's get in the game. Good evening, everybody. Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors blew out the Los Angeles Lakers in Game 2 of their must-watch series in the Western Conference semis. Now, here with us to break down the Dubs, big win, and the upcoming games this week is our basketball analyst and good friend, Coach Mark Molina.
Hi, Coach.
Coach, okay, the game was really good at the start, actually. At one point, 40-40 pa yun. What happened from then on, as now the Dubs have tied the series?
Well, LeBron had a fantastic start in the first quarter for the Lakers, and that made them they were able to keep in step with the Warriors. But in the second quarter, second to fourth quarters, I think the Warriors, they did not play Looney and Green together in this game, so they had four shooters pretty much the whole game together. And I think this created a lot of problems for the Lakers because of the spacing that it provides. And AD struggled. Because when you have a smaller lineup with shooters with only one center, in either Looney or Green, the answer for the Lakers is you have to go inside and let them pay for that small lineup that they had. But AD struggled in this game, and that's why it became a blowout.
So for this series, Coach, the trend has been so far, if AD doesn't play well, the Lakers lose. If he plays well, the Lakers win. He seems like the barometer for this series. Do you think it's gonna be the same all throughout, or do you think there are gonna be adjustments on the side of the Lakers? Are they gonna go to him more to start off the game, Coach?
They should, but you're right, because if AD is in his A game, I don't think there's anybody in that Golden State lineup who can really match up with AD. Game 1, it was a 30 points, 23 rebound game for AD. That's the AD that they need. I don't know if he can do that every game.
Yeah,
but
that's
the
the
Lakers
question,
need him to do that for 3 more games
Right.
at least, so that they can win this series. Because if AD is not that aggressive, it will take a lot from the Lakers.
You and I, Diego, were talking about this the other day, right? Like, the Lakers won game number 1. That game was slow.
Right, the
pace was slow. It was more inside, and that's obviously on the side of the Lakers. And then today became a shootout, especially from that point on, and that favors the Warriors. LeBron versus Steph, but we're talking about AD in Game 1, and today, Klay Thompson. Your thoughts on his game today? They needed him because sinisikipan nila at talagang binabantayan si Steph in this
Klay
series.
needed that game because he is not having a very good playoff so far. But in game number 2, the Lakers' defense on Steph, it was more aggressive. They were double teaming him in pick and roll situations, and even off handoffs, a lot of double teaming on Steph. That's why he had, I think, 10 assists in today's game. Those are
He
not
did,
really.
yes.
I mean, Steph averages about 5-6 assists a game, but not 10. But it was the Lakers' defense made Steph change his game. He became more of a passer today. And luckily for the Warriors, their shooters delivered. Jermichael Green hit a couple of threes early as well.
Yeah, he started, right?
Started
And for
and-
Looney,
And I think that was adjustment because of that
Nagkasakit,
sickness.
yeah.
Pero napaganda.
Yeah.
And I think they will go with this starting lineup pretty much the rest of the series because Steve Kerr likes to do that. But of course, the biggest story of the game was Klay Thompson with the focus of the defense being on Steph Curry. It allowed Klay to shine. And he was due for a good game, and he produced today.
And Coach, you mentioned the Lakers defense. I think Vanderbilt is doing a very great job on Steph Curry. I think the length is
bothering him,
affecting Steph Curry. But do you think Steph should handle the ball more, or do they continue Steph going off staggered screens, off-ball screens? Because it seems like the Lakers are actually doing a pretty good job with those kinds of actions.
It's going to be a little bit of everything, as always, for the Warriors. You expect Draymond to be in a point forward role as well, give it with the dribble handoff plays that he has with Steph Curry. You would also see, of course, Steph in high pick and roll situations, which he does a lot. So it's going to be a little bit of everything here for Curry. You cannot just make him a ball handler because he's terrific off the ball, and he's also good with the ball. So it should be a healthy distribution.
Well, the Lakers got what they wanted, a split at the very least. Now the series shifts to Hollywood. All right, let's talk about the games tomorrow. Big games. Game number 3 between the Sixers and the Celtics. That is also a split. Of course, this is all tied to the knee of Joel Embiid. Your thoughts on game number 3 tomorrow?
I'm a Sixers fan, and as a Sixers,
Nararamdaman mo yung sakit. Good.
Exactly, but it was a good sign that Embiid played game 2, because I was thinking, why would you play game 2? You already got game 1. So that means maybe that Embiid is really healthy to play. And I think we have not really seen the start of this series, because game 1 there was no Embiid. It was a Harden show. But the Harden's not going to do that every game.
Correct. Not anymore.
Especially with Embiid there. There will still be Embiid-centric. The Celtics were expected to bounce back big, and they did it in game 2 with Malcolm Brogdon having a fantastic series so far. Right. But I think the series really starts in game 3, because we will see Embiid, Philly will be at home, and we will really see how this series will go through after seeing this game 3.
Well, all good for you, Coach, kasi Sixers, they got what they wanted, splitting this,
Excuse me, yes.
getting the home court advantage. But let's go on to the other matchup for tomorrow, Coach. Suns versus Nuggets. So far, 2-0. Nuggets lead the Suns. What do you think of this Suns offense so far? It's been the book and the KD.
You should ask the question, is it over?
It's desperate times, really, for Phoenix, because they're not only down 0-2, they don't have Chris Paul. And I think Chris Paul will be out at least for the next 2 games in this series. I don't know how Phoenix can win 2 games, even at home.
Maybe 60 points from KD, Coach.
You would need a really big
game for the ages
from
type.
KD, like a 40 or 50 point game from KD, and maybe 30 from Devin Booker. I don't think it's going to be a sweep, but the chances of Phoenix are really getting slimmer and slimmer by the day.
The margin of error is really maliit, ano? And then they already have a thin bench by NBA standards to begin with. Now without Chris Paul, what do you think? Will they take at least 1 game in this trip? I
think they're good enough. They're talented enough not to get swept. But you mentioned the bench. They will need Bruce Dunn has outscored the entire bench of Phoenix in this game. I think they had 4 points in the last game, which really, I mean, if you're Coach Monty Williams here, you need some scorers coming off the bench. And they have TJ Warren there.
Terrence
Ross is there. But they have not played in this series so far.
The Nuggets are just so deep, Coach, right?
So they would need bench production to help out with KD and Booker.
Good luck with Philly.
Good luck, Coach. Good luck. And thank you. Thank you, Coach, for all your thoughts, Coach, on the NBA playoffs. And after the break, we got more sports stories for you. Stay tuned. You're watching The Game.
Welcome back to The Game. Filipino Q artists are facing unfamiliar territory in the 32nd Southeast Asian Games as they debut in a new event. But they are eager to pull off another all-Filipino final in the regional meet. Let's find out more from Paulo Del Rosario, who caught up with the national billiards team ahead of their events in Cambodia.
The Philippines typically shines when it comes to cue sports in the Southeast Asian Games, but the Cambodian edition will be a different challenge for our national team. The men's will feature a shortened roster, while the women's will be playing an event that they haven't competed in the international stage before.
In the world of pool, Filipinos are known as world-class. For the women, Cheska Centeno and Rubilen Amit are part of the elite. But in the 32nd edition of the Southeast Asian Games, there will be no pool for women. So, the champion pool stars, Centeno and Amit, for the first time, will be representing the Philippines in Caro.
It's the first time talaga na it's a completely different discipline. Usually, it would just change between 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball, singles, or doubles, but still, it's pool. But right now, it's Carom, and it's my first time. Cheska and I, it's our first time to compete sa Carom, and it's really a completely a different discipline, and sa training pa lang talagang nahihirapan na kami kasi it's all angles and there's no pocket, so it makes it more difficult. So yun. We just really decided to join kasi we wanted someone to represent the Philippines, give it a shot. So sana.
To help get them up to speed, none other than cue legend Efren the Magician Reyes will be coaching. Reyes will also be playing in Cambodia, but like the ladies, he will be competing in Caro.
Lalaro pa rin ako ng karambola kasi wala tayong ibang player dito. Dalawa lang kami rito. Tsaka yung mga ibang mga player ng mga karambolista naubis na yata lahat Kaya naging bisna coach ako, pagiging playing coach pa ako. Nagsimula ako talaga dito sa pool. Ngayon, kaya lang ako napunta sa Carom dahil nung panahon na wala na akong makalaban sa pool. Gusto nila karambola naman. Uminto ako sa pool. Karambola naman. Unang gumaling ako sa karambola. Pagdating ng mga tournament, disqualified ako. Hindi raw ako pwede.
Thankfully, Reyes is not disqualified in Cambodia. Meanwhile, in the men's side, world champions Carlo Biado and Johan Chua will fly the flag in the 9-ball singles and doubles. There could have been more Filipino cue artists competing, but host nation Cambodia limited the opposing nations to only 2 competitors per event. It was an all-Filipino final in the singles in Vietnam back in 2021, where Chua won the gold for the first time in his Southeast Asian Games career. Chua says he is eager to retain the gold and hopes for another all-Filipino final.
Excited ako, di ba? Kasi siyempre last year talaga hindi ko na-expect na maka-gold ako. And ngayon, so since mag-defend ko siya, talagang mas pinaghahandaan ko siya ngayon. Actually, lahat ng local tournaments natin dito or international, bago pa dumating itong SEA Games na ito, talagang sinasalihan ko para mas mabatak ako sa laro. At syempre, yun talaga yung goal namin, especially kami ni Carlo, yun talaga yung goal namin last year. And syempre, hopefully this year, magawa namin ulit. Kasi syempre, mas walang pressure na, alam mo na sa atin na yung gold at silver.
For practice, apart from other competitions, the nationals have been keeping each other sharp. Because of this, they are confident about each other's chances going into Cambodia.
Malaki tiwala ko sa boys natin. Well, sa SEA Games naman kasi may halong swerte. It's a short race and then single elims. But I'm very confident na mabigyan silang ng magandang swerte. Kayang-kayang uwi yung gintong medalya.
Kahit lagi namin nakikita si Champ Efren, talaga nakaka-starstruck pa rin talaga. Actually, ngayon nga lang, kagabi lang naglaban kami ng tournament at talo ko sa kanya. Parang siyempre na-starstruck pa rin talaga ako kahit hanggang ngayon. And siyempre, ano pa sa ibang tao, di ba? Yung ngayon pala siya may iba ang dating talaga ni Champ Efren.
Natsambahan lang siyempre, ano lang medyo pagka minalas ka sa break at kalaban mo, gumanda, may talo yan, rembo yan, binasan din yan. Pero natsambahan ko lang siya.
Siyempre si Carlo, talagang pinaka ako si Carlo, talaga ang laki ng in-improve ni Carlo talaga dahil siyempre bata pa lang ako, nakikita ko na rin yun and ilang beses ko na nakalaro si Carlo Ito talagang the past 5 years talagang laki na in-improve niya and nakita naman sa result ng game niya and siyempre si Rubilin din, ganoon naman siyempre isa yan sa mga talagang idol natin sa women. So, Ngayon, tingin ko, so far, so good. Bumabalik na, especially si Bing, talagang yung confidence niya bumabalik. Unlike a year ago, talagang parang dami niya, parang siyempre nawala siya sa scene, di ba? Dalawang women's, walang tournament. So, pero ngayon, nakita ko talagang okay na siya.
Was he referring to me? Oh, really? Siguro if it was pool, then I would say yes. But then we're playing carom. So, honestly, as much as I would want to promise a medal, all I can promise is that Cheska and I will give it our best and hopefully magkaroon ng medal.
Overall, there will be 8 Filipinos vying for Q Sports medals in Cambodia. Jeffrey Roda and Alvin Barbero will hunt for a podium finish in snookers. Biado and Chua look to stay dominant in pool, while Reyes, Francisco de la Cruz, Amit and Centeno will all gun for medals in carom. Filipino Q star Francisco Django Bustamante and Roy Malinaw heads the coaching staff for the group.
Siyempre gusto kong pasalamat unang-una sa lahat ng mga sumusuporta sa amin, sana hindi lang sa billiards, sa lahat ng sports, and yun, sana patuloy niyo kami suportahan, and lalo sa parating na laban natin ngayong SEA Games.
To those na who keeps on supporting the Filipino athletes, especially the billiard players, sa snooker, sa carom, sa pool, maraming salamat po. It's going to be exciting. You're going to see Cheska and I play carom for the first time. Maraming prayers po, please. We really need it. Enjoy, and sana po makapag-uwi po kami ng medalya to give honor to the country, of course.
Sa mga fans ko at saka yung lahat ng mga sumusuporta sa amin, nagpapasalamat ako sa kanila. Hanggang ngayon, di nila kami nakakalimutan. At saka sila inspiration namin, yung mga support ng mga fans namin, mga kapwa ko mga player.
The Philippine national team will kick off its 2023 Southeast Asian Games campaign on May 7 in Cambodia. Paulo de Rosario, we are One News.
The 32nd Southeast Asian Games officially opens tonight at 8 p.m. As of today, the Philippines is second in the medal tally with 2 golds, 2 silver medals, and 3 bronze. When we return, we'll get an inside look at the biggest interactive NBA store in the Philippines. Stay tuned. You're watching The Game. Welcome back, you're watching The Game. Good news for hardcore NBA fans, the newest and the biggest NBA store in the country has officially opened at the Mall of Asia. The Game had a first look at the interactive store as doors officially opened in Pasay City.
Well, this store is not just product, it's really an experience for the fans. No? So when the fans come here, we want the fans not just to come in and out, but we want them to spend time in the store and experience the NBA. So we really curated different areas within the store. We have a giant giant TV where fans can actually view the games live in the morning, and then in the afternoon we have replays. And then we've also incorporated an NBA 2K gaming area where they can just play, sit down, and enjoy each one's company. And then my favorite part of the store, we have a lounge area where the hardwood classics are. So it's just talking about old school memories of Bad Boys, MJ, and maybe the earlier Chicago Bulls, the championship Chicago Bulls. So that's my favorite part of the store, the lounge area there, where fans can just sit back, kick back, and enjoy each one's company with conversation. The MJ jerseys are very rare. It's hard to find them. So that's our centerpiece here. The MJ collection of product is our centerpiece here in the Hardwood Classics area.
So this space, over 500 square meters, it's just another way for us to engage with our fans. A majority of our fans actually can't go to a game. So how do you create an experience for our fans, not just buying product of their favorite team and player, but being able to watch a game, being able to talk with other fans and sit and reminisce about previous eras of the NBA, or even sit and play 2K, NBA 2K, right? This space allows us to be able to do that, to bring our experience to another level. There's a huge hyper-local product assortment that we have here, in particular for Mall of Asia. We actually have a specific product, exclusive limited edition tee for this store. So if you've been to the Mega Mall store, the new things that you can actually experience here at Mall of Asia, there's a half court where you can actually watch a game, either live or on replay. We also have a 2K gaming corner where you can sit and play NBA 2K. We also have all of this memorabilia that will be here for a limited time that you can check out, as well as our Larry O'Brien trophy for the champion before it goes back to the US. Any NBA fans out there, if you haven't been yet to our store here in Pasay City, please come to SM Mall of Asia. It's such a wonderful experience. We really appreciate all of our fans being a fan of the NBA, loving our players, loving our teams. We want to bring this experience to all of you. So please come and visit us here at SM Mall of Asia.
We'll definitely need to visit that store soon, so be sure to check out the newest and biggest NBA store co-managed by Titan in the Philippines at the second floor Entertainment Hall at the Mall of Asia in Pasay City. Thank you for joining us. I'm Diego Daria.
And catch us weeknights here on One News, One Sports, and One Sports Plus. I'm Boom Gonzalez. Happy weekend. This has been The Game.